What is up, everyone? I'm coming on here for a couple of plays for today. Yesterday, kind of an up and down day. Some things hit, some things missed. PrizePicks, we ended up getting pretty close on an entry like this. What I always talk about with PrizePicks, guys, is PrizePicks is probably our least consistent app that we use, and that's not because we don't do well on PrizePicks. It's more because I play a lot of four-mans on PrizePicks. So that's the nature of four-mans. You're gonna miss maybe 6, 7, 8 entries in a row before you get one hit that might pay out a 10x or a 9x. So a lot of times on PrizePicks, I don't really have room to draw this, but you're going to see kind of going down and then you're going to go up and then going down, then going up, going down, going up. Whereas like, something like the straight bets, you're going to see a lot more just like, kind of consistent like this type of stuff because you just don't have as many losses because these are long shot plays, right? And this is what a lot of people don't understand. The past couple of days, we have hit some of these, we hit this, 9.25x, 4.25x, stuff like that. But we do miss this one. It was close, right? This guy unfortunately does go over. And then we did miss this one here. We missed this one here with opposite correlation. Of course, I took the unders actually, and these guys go over together. And then same thing over here with these same players, right? Vikla and Raptor and Clear. I took their under yesterday, and these guys do go over. I want to get into why that is. And then on Underdog Fantasy, we had a couple of hits, 2 hits here. We have a couple of setups. Actually, both of these setups are with Skumon under fantasy score, which I did not mean to do. So, hopefully he goes under. If he goes under, then we'll be very happy about that because we'll have 2 hits back to back. But if he does go over, it'd be unfortunate. So yeah, hopefully Skumon does not have a very good game. That's going to be happening in the next about hour here. And then we do have some misses as well. So this is what I'm talking about where, we had some good stuff. We had some bad stuff. Misses are part of the game, as I always talk about. On Better, we do actually hit as well. And I want to get into the League of Legends game, like I said, and what League of Legends is all about. But, before I say that, I do want to say, like, if you think about it, or you gotta, before I get into how the actual game went, I want to show you guys that BFX is the team that ended up going 2-1 out of the 3 games. So BFX, these guys go over together, right? These guys went 11 kills and 9 kills. They didn't go over by a crazy amount, but they went over. And then I actually bet on a guy on BLG down here on Better to go under, and he did hit his under because he ended up actually going 1-2 because he was the losing team, okay? And I can show you guys this right here. You will see that BLG ended up winning the first game 29-9. League of Legends is very simple. If you win the game, you're going to get a lot of kills. If you lose the game, you're not going to get very many kills. So we'll see the first map here. These guys 29-9. So this BLG team gets a ton of kills because they ended up winning the game. The other team gets not that many kills because they lose. Same thing here, even though this was a pretty even match. You don't see this very often in League, but even match right here, this team does just barely squeak out the kills because they do win the game. And then the third map, 23 kills to 17, and you will see that, out of the 23 kills, Vikla gets 10, which is one of the guys that we bet against. Clear gets 5, Raptor gets 3, and then actually Knight, who we actually bet the under on, ends up only getting 4 kills in this game. I can almost guarantee if this BLG team won the game, Knight probably would have ended with like maybe 8 kills or something like that, and we would have actually went over on Better, and we would have not cashed that play on Better, okay? Now, we didn't bet on the 4th and 5th game, but I do just want to show you guys how these games play out, of course, right? 20-4 was the 4th game. Again, we didn't bet on this because we only bet on maps 1 through 3. That's just how it works on PrizePicks and stuff. But on map 4, 20-4. So what do you know? These guys get a ton of kills. These guys do not get that many kills because they won the game. And then BLG ends up finishing off the series and actually coming back and winning the series in the 4th and 5th game, which is what I said. BLG ultimately was the better team. They just maybe had some bad games. And then same thing, 25-16. So these guys get a ton of kills. These guys kind of get a decent amount of kills, but not that much either, okay? Now, I will have a League of Legends play for you guys today. We're going to get into that. We're going to actually be betting on the best team in the world, okay? So if we're betting on the best team in the world, take a guess. What do you think we're going to be doing when we do get to that play, right? I'm going to be getting to that, but, we're going to be betting on the overs because they're the best team in the world and they're probably going to be winning that game. Brandon Pod, we do unfortunately miss on the straight bets. The straight bets the past couple of days haven't been great, but we are coming off of like an 11-3 run, right? So we had a really great run over the past 2 weeks, and then we're like 0-3 now in the past couple of days, right? Does this mean that the sky is falling and now we suck at straight betting and stuff? No, of course not, guys. Just like you might go on a really good win streak, you could also go on bad loss streaks in betting. And, if it's just a couple of bets, That's going to happen in sports betting. You have to understand that, right? You have to stay emotionally, I guess, non-emotional, and just understand that streaks happen in betting. You have to be able to track things over a long time horizon, which is why I highly recommend Pikkit. You can track all your bets. PrizePicks underdog, here we are. We're up about 70 units so far this year. ONYX and REBET, we're up about 30 units this year. That's great. We're up about 100 units over the course of PrizePicks, underdog, ONYX, and REBET. These 4 apps, that's great, right? So let's continue that. There's going to be loss streaks along the way. There's going to be winning streaks along the way. Over a long period of time, guys, we have only had 4 losing months ever out of 28 months that I've been doing this. So I don't know what that is in terms of percentage, but that's like over a 90% win rate, something like that. Maybe like the high 80s or something. But obviously, we profit long-term, guys. Here's the past 2 years of sports betting. Everything is tracked. There's over like 8,000 to 10,000 bets tracked in this one graph alone. So this is the story of my VIP over the past 2.5 years, which is amazing to just see it all in one slide right here, of course. So let's get into today's pick, guys. It's going to be a straight bet on ONYX odds. We have Walter Claxton Jr. to go over 3.5 assists in this Bulls and Grizzlies game, and it is minus 182. So go ahead and try to take that as close to minus 182 as you can. It's going to be on ONYX odds, guys. With ONYX odds, you get a free $100 in free picks. All you have to do is put $10 in, okay? So if you have a free $10 laying around, you can put $10 into this app and get a free $100 in free picks, which is the #1 promo going on within all apps. I'm telling you this right now. There's not apps out there that just hand out a free $100. It sounds way too good to be true, but if you have not claimed your free $100 yet, go ahead and claim that. You can text me ONYX to do that. Again, they're paying you $100 to sign up for this app, and then you can make money long term with an app like ONYX. As you guys will see, a lot of these straight bets that I'm hitting do come from these ONYX plays. So go ahead and sign up for that, of course. And again, this is going to be the first pick of the day, Walter Claxton Jr. Second pick of the day is going to be on Underdog. I've talked about this a lot so far this month. They just gave their promos from a 3x to a 3.5x, which is amazing. Hopefully a lot of other apps do go ahead and follow suit. This is going to be the play on Underdog today. It's going to be on Valorant, and we're going to take Coconut, and we're going to take him over 26.5 maps, 1 through 2 kills, and yeah, it's going to be the first pick right there on Underdog. And then on not League of Legends, on Counter-Strike, we're going to take this guy here, Lacerda, I think is how you say his name, and we're going to take him over 13.5 kills in map 1s. Now, make sure you are taking Crashers versus Beastie Academy, map 1, 13.5. I would take it up to 14, honestly, if I were you. And yeah, just make sure that you're pairing these up correctly, because you don't want to go ahead and take a wrong play. Sometimes these esports guys will play 2 or 3 games a day, so when you look up their name, there might be like a couple of lines for them. So make sure you're taking Crashers, Beastie Academy, and you're taking this guy over 13.5 kills. All right, so this is going to be the play of the day on Underdog Fantasy. Again, very important to understand that this is a 3.5x, which is as good as you're going to get. This is the best payout that you can get across all sports books. 3.5x for a 2-man. It's absolutely incredible. You can hit a lot of these, and they feel insanely good to hit. It feels so much better to hit a 3.5x than a 3x, really. It just does. Again, with Underdog, if you don't have it, text me Underdog to my number right here on the screen. I'll get you 1 month free of the VIP. They also are doing, I believe it's $5 to win. It's deposit 5, get $75, something like that for Underdog Fantasy. So they're doing also a very good promo. All right, now let's get into the PrizePicks play of the day. This is going to be utilizing a discount for Jalen Johnson. So go ahead and take him. If you have not taken him, then just sub in your favorite NBA play of the day. If you want, you can take someone like Walter Claxton to go over assists. Yeah, go ahead and sub in Jalen Johnson for this point total right here. And then I am taking, like I said, the best team in the world, which is Gen G. So if you think about any amazing sports team in history, right, you think about the Bulls, you think about the 2016, 2017 Warriors or whatever, like you just think about any amazing sports team, that is Gen G. They're on an absolute tear. They've been the best team in the world for like 3 to 4 years. They have the best player in the world, who's Chovy, and I honestly think Ruler, also a really good player. Like these are like the LeBron and Kobe of League of Legends right here, and I'm taking them over. Now, why am I taking them over, right? I just explained in League of Legends, when a team wins, they get a lot of kills. When a team loses, they do not get that many kills. So we have Gen G, the best team in the world, highly favored to win this game, and we're taking them over because they're probably going to win. Now, I just said they're the best team in the world. They definitively are the best team in the world, but you can find the lines on an app or a website like Bovada, okay? Gen G is minus 900 to win this game. So they're heavily favored. So don't just take it from me. You can look at these sports books that have their own money on the line. They have their own, research going into these things. They know what they're talking about, guys. There's a reason why Bovada is still in business. There's a reason why all these sports books are still in business, because they know what they're talking about a lot of times. Now, if we scroll all the way down, you will see that to 3-0 their opponent, they are plus 114. So there is a 50-50 shot pretty much that Gen G wins every single game and 3-0s their opponent, okay? So there's a 50-50 shot that it goes 3-0. Again, this is not coming from me. This is coming from Bovada, a sportsbook that has a ton of research and money and time and effort into setting these lines. If they did not do that, then they would probably go out of business by setting bad lines. So there's a 50-50 shot that they 3-0 their opponent. It is very likely that they either 3-0 them or they 2-1 them, okay? Gen G is a very serious team. They do not lose very often. I think they have lost one time in the past 6 months or something like that, okay? So high chance of a 3-0 or a 50-50 shot of a 3-0. There's a very, very high chance that one of these situations does happen, which means that they either win 3 games or they win 2 games. That means that the overs are very, very good, because if they win 2 to 3 games, they're probably going to get, a lot of kills between these guys, right? And again, these are some of the best players in the world on the best team in the world, right? This is why I'm taking the over. Now, if this team was highly not favored or this team was really bad, I would probably take the under, because they're not going to win the game and they're probably going to go under together. So correlation, because again, if this team wins, they're going to go over together. That's one part of it. And the second part of it is this team's highly favored, so they're probably going to win, causing these individual players to go over and dominate their opponent, of course. So this is League of Legends correlation. This is, what we do quite a lot on this channel. This is, a lot of this graph right here is because of esports correlation, right? I know everyone likes NFL and college football, but, a lot of this, especially during these months of, between March and August, if we want to look at March and August right here, March and right here, this sort of going up right here is not because of football. It's because of esports, right? There's no football going on in these spring and summer months. We are betting on esports. So esports is very correlated. It's very profitable to be betting on, and that is why I emphasize it a lot on this channel, because I think it's a hidden thing that just not a lot of people bet on for some reason, and it's the most efficient and effective way to be sports betting in 2026. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here, guys. Here's the pick on PrizePicks, on Underdog, and on ONYX odds. Again, you guys know where to find me. My number's up here on the screen, and I'll get you signed up for these different apps. You'll get 1 to 2 free months of the VIP. You'll start profiting, and it's just a win-win for everyone, all right? So thank you guys again, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.